Okay guys, you're welcome to my channel. So let me tell you some of the mistakes I actually made in cryptocurrency in my journey so far with cryptocurrency. The first mistake I made was the mistake of ignorance. I remember some time ago where like this Wi-Fi symbol was not actually working in my home. So what I actually did, I formatted my whole system. And I never knew that it's very easy to just set up the Wi-Fi if it's not working. There's a way to actually set it and it will start working. So that was the mistake I made. So when it came to cryptocurrencies, the first mistake the mistake I made, the first mistake was the mistake of ignorance. I did not learn what is blockchain. I did not learn what are ICOs. I did not learn the issues of exchanges. I did not learn the issues of price versus value. I did not learn what are smart contracts. I didn't learn what are virtual machines. I did not learn the issues of mining and the rest of them. I didn't learn those stuffs. I was concerned about money because the people who I did not really blame them per se because they introduced me. They only told me that you buy these cryptocurrencies and you just leave them in your mobile wallet, and then with time it will just be growing. It will just be, the price will just be increasing. I was like, okay, let me just buy. So I did not really take the time to actually learn the basics of the industry. I didn't learn all these little stuff like private keys, how to secure your Bitcoin, what is mining. There are many things I did not really learn. So that was the first mistake that I actually made. Not learning. So if you're coming to the industry, learn everything. Learn about exchanges, how to use exchanges. What are ICOs? Learn about what is blockchain. That is why I've been able to put up a course. Talk about blockchain and Bitcoin 101 and Bitcoin 101. When I actually dedicated my time to learn about these stuff, I discovered that these things is more than what people actually think. So I've been able to how to evaluate ICOs, the daily news, the blockchain and Bitcoin 101, know your SDGs. So I've been able to put some courses together. So after my learning, when I start to see everything on coin market cap as a company or like a share. I no more see them as coin. That the company is doing well, the price will be doing well, and there are certain things that will actually affect the price of a certain cryptocurrency. So I've actually learned that. Now I'm basically focusing on learning. Then the other thing again, the other mistake I made was the issue of patience. There are certain times where you see on YouTube someone says, I made $300,000, and the question is, how did you make it? So the issue of patience, that was one of the mistakes I made. I was not really patient to invest and keep it. And one of the reasons that actually caused it is ignorance. Most of it, when I came to this space, I just bought some coins, and I did not know that I bought very good coins. So, like Verge and the rest of them. Now, in a lot of projects, I did not know that I was sitting on top of something that has huge potential. Not Verge, Digibyte and Lorette I had a lot of them. So I sold them in a hurry because I was not patient. So you've got to be very patient in this space. The number two thing is noise. So the issue of noise is if you get number one wrong, you will not be able to. You also get number two wrong. You'll be impatient, and then you also get number three wrong. Noise. Now, if you have no knowledge, that is, if you are ignorant, you will not know when a person is actually making noise, because there are most times where a lot of YouTubers, and even offline, maybe Twitter, and maybe social media and the rest of them, people want to express their opinion, and most of the times we don't know who is expressing his opinion. Maybe they don't even know what they are saying. And when it comes to why you need knowledge is because it's like religion. There will always be someone who wants to talk you out of your specific convictions. Maybe these are convictions you had growing up. Maybe your mother instilled them in you, and you knew that these things are these are the right ways to live. This is how to live. This is how to relate. But as you start interacting with people, maybe there is peer pressure and you start to deviate. So ignorance is to be taken off the grid. And then the fourth mistake was confusing price versus value. And this is another issue of ignorance. So the mistake I made was sometimes I had what had value, but because the price was not increasing as I want it to be, which is impatience, I sold off. And sometimes again I bought what has no value because the price is maybe small, or maybe the price is big. So that is another mistake. And then the fifth mistake I made was the mistake of not knowing what they call ICOs, meaning initial coin offerings. I didn't know what is called ICOs. Now, when I finally knew about ICOs, all I knew about an ICO was you go to ICO alert, and then you see ICOs. That was all I knew about ICOs. ICOs could make you money. That was all I knew about ICOs. And then all I knew about it, it's a way of raising money. You can make millions with ICOs, and you go to this place, you pick the ICOs. That was all I knew about an ICO. And then in my video, I talked about the mistakes you should not make when buying into an ICO. In this video, I talk about the mistakes. So, the mistakes you should not make when buying into an ICO. I did not know that when you are buying into an ICO, that it's not just enough to do your research. There were many ICOs I read that white paper, like Power Leisure, for example. I bought very, very good projects like Substratum. You can see Substratum. I bought Ritverse. I bought Nezos. I bought a lot of projects. Now, I was just buying, and buying. I did not know that there is a way to buy ICOs. I did not know that you are not to send your coins from your wallet. So that was a mistake I made, not knowing about ICOs. And when I finally knew about ICOs, I did not have the full knowledge on how to buy the ICOs. I knew how to evaluate an ICO. I knew how the certain parameters you know, but how do you buy? How do you not participate? I did not know. That was why I've been able to put a course together to help those. This is the course. How to evaluate an ICO. 20 videos. So you don't make the mistake I actually made. So that was another mistake I made. And then the sixth mistake was the issue of social media. I never knew that if you really want to do anything that has to do with cryptocurrency, that there is a platform you have to use. One of the platforms is the platform of Twitter. I cannot tell you. I created this account June, but I began to use this account. That is around October. I cannot tell you the benefits, though I may not have a lot of followers, but I cannot tell you the benefits that I've actually got using Twitter. So if you want to do anything relating to cryptocurrency, just take Facebook to be. Facebook is personal stuff. Okay, maybe you have someone you want to relate with them. Facebook is for that purpose. And then take Twitter for anything business, because that is on Twitter you see anything on cryptocurrencies. On Twitter, that is when you see all these companies, that is why you see these political figures, these business figures, you see them on Twitter. They are using Twitter. So the mistake I made was not being on Twitter to actually get the latest messages and the rest of them. If I show you the people I'm following, and you know that here are some of them. People who are involved in the companies themselves, like Lucas Lowe. These are the companies: Elatos, Justin Sun. As you can see, Ada, Fabric, Landen, and this is the CEO of Neo. So this is another top. These two guys, Brad Leo and the NM, very good guys, and also the CEO of Stream. So Shipshin and the rest of them. So you really want to pay attention to social media, because on social media you want to be getting the latest info. And then the seventh mistake was not keeping a calendar. Yeah, so what actually happened most time was, maybe this has to do with ICOs and the rest of them. So I've actually studied the ICOs, and I said, wow, I'm buying this ICO, very good, very good ICOs. Okay, what do I do? After studying the ICO, I refuse to keep. I made the mistake of not keeping a calendar. So most times when I come back and I was okay, yeah, I studied about this ICO. Let me check this ICO. I'll discover that the ICO has already sold out. What? So that was the mistake I actually made. That was another mistake I actually made. And then the eighth mistake was looking at others. Yeah, there are times when people, oh, I made this and that, trading cryptocurrency and the rest of them. I made this mining, I made this with this platform and the rest of them. So looking at others, I affect tempted, okay, let me sell my coins and go into this platform. No, you don't have to look at others when it comes to cryptocurrencies. You have to buy your coins, know what they are used for, and then have a strategy. There are many strategies. And don't let those who flash Lamborghinis and the Ferraris. There are people who flash Lamborghinis and the Ferrari at your face, and they're like, "Oh, I bought this Ferrari with such amount of money." Now there are stuffs that you may not really know. Maybe these things could even be hired. And one of the things you have to know, that anybody who is making videos online, the first thing is you don't know them. That is one of the things you must know. So let me show you my Twitter. Okay. This is my YouTube channel now. So the people who have viewed my videos, I don't know them. So you have to be very careful so that someone do not flash things into your eyes. So guys, these are the mistakes I have made, and I told you how not to make them. The mistake of ignorance, then the mistake of not being patient, then the mistake of noise, listening to people who know nothing, like just saying about money. You always know them, and they always tell you, invest in this project, buy this coin, it's going to be 100s. It is only the market that determines the price of a thing, not what you say. And then confusing price and value, and then not knowing about ICOs and how to participate in them, then the mistake of social media, and then not keeping a calendar, and then looking at others. So guys, do have a very good one.